Hello and welcome to the 100 Day Art Challenge. In this episode I'm going to be showing you how I visited the Landscape Artist of the Year competition, I suppose, or television programme when it was being held in Llanberis. It was lovely to see the contestants and the the group of people from the public who were trying to see if they could place as well. Wildcard, that's what it's called, the Wildcard group, which is the people who were all grouped at the side, and there were some interesting painters there as well. Very inspiring and nice to see. And this is going to be an interesting piece to show you because my actual attempt at painting went really badly. So this is going to be one video which I'm going to wish I could redo, but I can't redo it. I'm going to have to just show you what happened on the day and let you judge it for yourself. But I was really devastated by how badly it went. But it did make me determined to learn oil painting better because of how out of my depth I felt. But it was a lovely day in Llanberis, and it was really nice to see all of the people there painting different levels, different abilities, and I had a little chat with a couple of the contestants there. But it was just nice to see the setup and the beautiful view that they were painting, and it couldn't have been nicer. My friend and I just walked down from where the area where they were all painting and ended up going to this lovely patch of grass just lower down below where they were, and we set up and painted along looking across the river, and I'll show you what I got up to now. So here it is. Okay, so here we go. This is now going to be me struggling through a very difficult understanding of oil painting. And I know that if I were to go out and do this now, I would do much better because I have practiced and practiced and practiced. But at the time of me making this painting that you're watching, I really hadn't done any oil painting. I was really not experienced, and I needed to try to learn what I was doing. So this is me with Daily Rowney paints and just trying to use the principles that I'd seen other people do. So I'd seen that other people had this burnt umber washy ground, which is why it's got all brown brushy marks already on the canvas, and then I'm getting darker tones in there, dark brown and a bit of red. This is because I've seen other artists get darker tones in first and then do light on top of that, and it just magically happens. And I've been through this process before where things don't look right, but you just trust the process and it just materializes. But I get a bit lazy and immediately try to put in some green, something a bit lighter, just to try and make it look somewhat like a landscape instead of just this weird blotchy patchy mess. But to be completely honest, the more that I did to this painting, the worse it looked. It was just a real ordeal going through this, just trying to understand why I'd done what I'd done, how it had gone so wrong, and what it is that I could do to try and fix it. Now, I tried to add some lighter areas to the sky to brighten it up because it wasn't that dull a day. And then I thought maybe if my greens are lighter and the water's kind of a whitey blue, and then everything else is tonal, as in darker but not especially dark, it would look good. But I also thought that I don't want colours to be too bright. Now this is a really bright green, but I thought I want everything to be kind of grey, because when I see grey paintings they look really good, and that didn't work out for me because the more I would try to kill the chroma, the more the whole painting just became a dull day, and it wasn't what I was looking at or what I was trying to achieve. The problem is as well, I didn't actually think about what I wanted the painting to look like before I started painting. If I would have thought about this beforehand, I mean, look at this, which I was doing, just a big browny green mess, and then just doing super bright green with a splodge of yellow, just not even mixed, just straight onto the canvas. It's terrible. If I would have thought beforehand about what I wanted to achieve, I could have pushed towards that. But a lot of the time when I do drawings and paintings, I don't think about that beforehand, and I just do something, realize I don't like it, and then try to correct it, and it becomes this big muddy mess. So you can see I've tried to lighten things up with blues and greens and whites. I'm trying to lighten up the hillside because there was light hitting the hillside, so I thought it's not actually much darker than the sky. And then I'm trying to put little posts on the bridge that I was looking at. So I put posts on the bridge and I thought this should look good, and it just doesn't look good. It looks terrible. The whole thing just looked awful. It just felt just so bad. And then you can see my friend's painting that she was doing next to me there. Look how beautiful that is. Look how amazing. She was looking across the lake at the mountains. She was doing this beautiful painting with acrylics that she doesn't normally use, and I thought I will do the lake and a bridge in oil, which I don't normally use. I don't really normally paint that much, but there we are. So this was supposed to be us both learning, the medium that we're not accustomed with so much. And this turned out just being a horrible battle to try and fix what I'd done, to try and lighten the sky and lighten the lake, and then, try to push through all of this grey. But it was just horribly grey and really thick and very ugly. And at some point I just gave up and thought that's it. But that was me painting, that's how I did, and from now on you will see that I do a lot more oil painting, and it does improve, but it takes a few more goes, so bear with me, I get there in the end. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you tomorrow.